We know it's going to be a long road to recovery for Cocke County after Helene. Tonight, we're actually learning a timeline about 3 to 5 years.
Now the Cocke County Long-Term Recovery Group is getting some money, almost $2 million from the state to try to help with the effort. Sade Ray has details.
It's been a tough 9 months for Cocke County, but it's also been a time for the community to band together to make a strong comeback. And the director of the Long-Term Recovery Group says this grant is a milestone of that effort being paid off. Community partnership, volunteer hours, and faith. That's what's been keeping the Cocke County community going after the floodwaters of Helene. The Cocke County Long-Term Recovery Group has been working to connect volunteers and groups to help rebuild homes. Now the group is awarded more than $1.75 million from the Governor's Response and Recovery Fund
to support debris removal, gravel and topsoil and grass seed restoration on properties that were impacted by Tropical Storm Helene.
Duckett says there's still other challenges like the need of volunteers to keep projects going, but these funds will be critical to make sure volunteers have the supplies they need. State Representative Jeremy Faison says he worked with Governor Bill Lee to get direct funding into the community faster.
We started telling the Governor, we need some direct appropriation. We need help at our farmers, our local businesses right downtown. There are people that FEMA and TEMA aren't going to touch, but their lives are wrecked.
County Mayor Rob Mathis says this is a milestone reached, the hard work of the community together and the growth of the Long-Term Recovery Group.
I remember this group, the seed for this group was 3 people and a telephone in the days after the flood up at the Emergency Operations Center. It was Michelle Lane, Julie Mason, my wife Missy Mathis were making phone calls to try to find partners to help distribute food, water, and clothing to the people in need across this county.
While there's still a long road ahead, everyone is hopeful of making a strong comeback. Representative Faison says this is just one round of funding coming into Cocke County. He says there'll be more in the future for recovery efforts. In Cocke County, Sade Ray, WVLT News.
Sade, thanks. And businesses in Cocke County also impacted by Helene getting money from the state's Governor's Response and Recovery Fund. The county's economic development director tells us about $10 million is coming in, and without this money, recovery wouldn't be possible.
We know it's not going to fix everything. We wish we could, but the fact that there was money that allotted in the governor's budget to do this and be able to help in some small way, I think it's a good day in Tennessee.
Well, the county says full recovery will also take some time there in Cocke County, but they're starting that process and stepping in the right direction. TEMA says almost $42 million has been given to 126 projects submitted by businesses, farmers, and others.